And good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Kohl Center in Madison. Jason Zaleski here. Welcome aboard, everybody, as we are in pregame coverage here. The Division I boys basketball state championship game is coming up in 13 minutes, or at least starting lineups will be in about 13 minutes. Again, Jason Zaleski here. Welcome, friends, as we will get this show underway. It was an overtime finish in Division II. I'll take you through all championship scores here just momentarily. First, though, it's Brad and Carrie Lenz of Rice's More Than Floors representing the Marshfield community right here in Madison to cheer on the Tigers. I just saw Brad a few minutes ago, all dressed in orange here today. The Rice's More Than Floors greatness shines bright through community support. Quality paint, quality window treatments, and quality flooring are the greatness you can count on to shine bright in your home. Visit Rice's More Than Floors in Marshfield to get quality done right. And again, it was an overtime thriller in Division II. Wauwatosa West, your Division II champions, 60-57 winners over Racine Park. In Division III earlier today, it was Milwaukee Academy of Science holding off Freedom 57-54. In Division IV, Aquinas all over Bonduelle 74-45. And the first one today was in Division V, and it was Cochrane Fountain City over Sheboygan Area Lutheran 60-54. So we had a 3-point game in Division II, a 3-point game in Division III, a 6-point game in Division V. Right now, Aquinas and the 29-point win is the anomaly here. What will we get tonight as the 3-seed Marshfield Tigers and the number 1 seed Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings take to the floor here in just a few minutes? Let's learn a little bit more about Wisconsin Lutheran. They're the 2024 Division II champion. They're here in Division I due to performance factor boost. The Vikings making their 5th appearance at state in their school's history, and they have advanced to the championship game every time, and again here in 2025. Wisconsin Lutheran also, as I said, they won 2 Division II titles in 2009 and 2014 to go along with last year's Division II title, and runner-up in 2013. The Vikings were the champions of the West Division of the Woodland Conference during the regular season, and they look for their 4th state title as they beat West Allis Central 72-53 in a sectional final, and then last night beat Oshkosh North 58-57, a 1-point win for the Vikings last night. Oshkosh North had ball in hand, actually had a 3 in the air to win it at the buzzer, but came up short. The Vikings staved off 27 points from Mr. Basketball, Xavion Mitchell. The Oshkosh North Ball Club also got 10 points from Bryce Ott, 9 points from John Coleman, and Jackson Anderson chipped in with 8. But it was a 3-pronged attack from the Vikings. Xavier Zenz had 22. Cager Knippel had 13, and 11 points for Alex Green in the 58-57 win last night. But that was a season low for the Vikings last night, those 58 points. We'll hear more about that later in this pregame show. Schuta Funeral Services in Stevens Point and Plover, here to help you with all your funeral needs. 2 convenient locations and a personal local touch. Let the experienced staff serve your family. Learn more at shootafuneral.com. For Marshfield, it was a win last night over Waunakee, 57-47, as the Tigers got a game-high 18 from Brooks Hinson, 17 from Chris Pohl, 9 points from Landon Lee last night in a 10-point win over Waunakee. Marshfield had dropped a 4-point decision in a neutral site game against Waunakee and La Crosse about 2 months ago. But again, they beat Waunakee by 10 to get to this state championship game here tonight. And wouldn't you believe it, we've got highlights from last night. Here's how Marshfield took care of Waunakee at the Kohl Center 24 hours ago. Chris Pohl, and ball worked around to Joey Ketterer. Tigers worked the ball around the perimeter. Val Ramberg and a bit of a buzz cut. Here's Chris Pohl pulling up for 3, and he hits. Pohl answers back. Ellickson gets the ball back, attempts Pohl one more time. Pohl pushes him back to the perimeter, and ball knocked away by Ketterer. Steal Tigers. Pohl in the front court. Now Lee left alone. 3 is on its way, and good. Landon Lee hits the three to Mackenzie far wing. He'll pull the trigger on a three from there and hit it. Shot that one over Brooks Hinson. Hinson left alone, straight on three, and he nailed it. Brooks Hinson on the scoreboard. Near side to Ramberg. Ramberg inside the three-point line, pull up and hit. Here's a three from Ty Hansel, and he hit it. Cole leads all scorers with 9. On the other end, Brooks Hinson for 3. With Johnson on him, here's Lee again. Lee just handled Mackenzie. Lee now left side. Layup no good. Connect offensive rebound and the putback for Ethan Connect. Far wing skips it. Wide open corner three. Trey Murray hit it. As Ramberg blocks the shot of Jack Ellickson as he attempted a baseline drive. Hinson on the baseline, hangs, floats, and hits. Brooks Hinson, underhand toss to Ellickson. This side three is good. Tiger's been somewhat cold from the field here in the second half. Inside to Pohl. He stands outside the low block this side. Now works in the lane, cuts, and passes to a cutting Cam Kolstad. The media timeout helps get the bills paid around here. Here's Chris Pohl, fadeaway three that missed, but it was Ketterer under the basket, right time, right place to pick up the all-net version of a three-pointer. Kolstad in the corner, now baseline drive this side. Kolstad to the rim and in. Pohl now puts the dribble, shoots over Alexander and hits. Lee brings it up, still on the dribble, all the way in and good. Nobody stopped ball. Mac Johnson working on Pohl down low and one for Mac Johnson. Ketterer in front of the scorer's table, back to Lee, just inside of the Wisconsin W's left-hand side. Down low, the dime to Ketterer. Lee hits it. The ball picked up by Kolstad. Tigers get the ball back. Hinson, long three is good. Brooks Hinson. Here come the Warriors. Three on the way from Ellickson. Canned it. In transition, Jack Ellickson. Ketterer on the second. That one rims in and out. And loose ball to Hinson and the Tigers. Tigers get a big rebound. Big free throws here for Marshfield. Since I called out the free throw shooting with about 4 minutes left, I don't remember the Tigers missing one since then. Pohl now with 15 points and make it 16 as he makes the first from the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. And the victory flag has been waved as both teams empty their benches, and the Warriors are going to dribble it out. And the Marshfield Tigers are headed to Championship Saturday. Your final score here tonight: Marshfield 57 and Waunakee 47.
Well, it's the thought of us having one more game is not the overwhelming part. The thought that the one more game is for a state championship can be a little bit. It can knock you back a little bit, and it can get you off your game and off your preparation. So we've got to treat this like one more game. These guys have been so good all year in terms of their preparation, and not just this year. They've been preparing for this moment for a long, long time, coming up through our youth program. And it's one thing to talk about winning a state championship, and the fact that we have the opportunity to do that is a testament to our guys and their preparation. So we're going to try to keep that same mindset going into tomorrow against a really, really good Wisconsin Lutheran team.
Coach, coming down the stretch, final 4 minutes, made free throw after made free throw after made free throw. Tell us about that.
That's how you finish a game. We had a nice 10-point lead early in the second half. It looked like we might extend a little bit, and then Waunakee, of course, in their battled back with their toughness and got to about, it might have been 2 or 3. I'm not sure what it was. But defensively, we were so good all game and just making things difficult for them. We contested everything. I thought we rebounded well. But down those last 4 minutes, that's how you finish a game. You take care of the ball, you defend, you rebound, and you knock down free throws.
Here with our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Cam Kolstad. Semifinal game at state. You come off the bench and put on a pretty good show. Tell us about the week of preparation to go out and perform like you did tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we have a good coaching staff. You know, they've been doing their job. So it's really we just go out there and play, and they're right behind us the whole time. So we have confidence in them. They have confidence in us.
What did the game 2 months ago against Waunakee do for your preparation?
Well, it was. I mean, we knew that we could lose to them, so that was in the back of our head too. So that's kind of what kept us through the whole game. But then we also knew like their inbounds plays, like what players' tendencies are. We've played them before. So.
Thank you for watching the Zaleski Sports Highlight House, sponsored by Grassland Butter. Grassland is built by tradition and sustained by innovation since 1904. Find out more at grassland.com. You are watching the Zaleski Sports Highlight House.
I'm Cam Kolstad, and I'm in the house.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
It is Championship Saturday here at the Kohl Center, A.B. Nichols Court, the Division I Boys Basketball State Championship, just a few minutes from tip-off here in Madison. Marshfield Tigers and the Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings. Jason Zaleski here, and this is pregame coverage. Had a chance to catch up with Marshfield Tigers head basketball coach Chris Fisher to talk about tonight's Division I state championship game. Here's that discussion now. Jason Zaleski here pregame with Marshfield Tigers head basketball coach Chris Fisher. Wisconsin Lutheran, let's just start with them. Give me the 10-second scouting report on the Vikings.
It would take longer than 10 seconds. Really good on paper, better than that on film, better than that in person. Really good.
They had a season low last night, Oshkosh North, and along with Mr. Basketball, held them to a season low 58. Is that part of the game plan here tonight?
We don't necessarily play to a number or a score. Certainly we would like to defend well enough to keep ourselves in the game, but they're so incredibly efficient offensively with multiple weapons. It's going to be a big challenge for us, and I hope we're up to the task.
What can you take from last night, especially the guys? Let's talk about the guys and their experience now that kind of newness of being on that floor probably is gone. What are they what do you want them to take from last night into tonight?
Hopefully a lot of confidence, especially offensively. We were really good in stretches offensively. When things got tight late, I thought we did a good job of taking care of the ball. We can't afford to give live ball turnovers to Wisconsin Lutheran because they're really good in transition. They spread the floor well. They fill lanes well. So hopefully we can be really good offensively, really sharp.
Defensively, when you're on defense, they might try to get the ball inside. Some entry. Talk about that plan.
Yeah, they've got multiple guys that can do that. We have an initial idea of what our matchups are going to be, and we're thinking we like that in certain areas, but they're very good offensively, and they probably think they can attack us in certain points, so we might have to be able to adjust our matchups. We might have to be able to adjust defenses. There's nothing to play for tomorrow, so we're going to throw the kitchen sink at them if needed.
Lastly, what will your message to the seniors be before you come on the floor?
That I love them, and I know they're going to compete and play hard, and we've maximized our time together, and we're going to end the season on our terms, and we're going to go out swinging.
Good luck, Coach.
Thanks. Roll Tigers.
As we return live here to the Kohl Center, the lights have dimmed as our PA gets ready to announce all players on both teams. They'll go through full rosters, then starters on both sides. And again, it is Marshfield, it is Wisconsin Lutheran, and the Vikings again were in Division II last year. They were state champions and back in the championship game this year, except in Division I as they beat Oshkosh North last night 58-57. Again, that was a season low output for the Vikings at 58 points. And you heard me talk to Coach Chris Fisher about those 58, and is that a number he'd like to get to? Not willing to commit to a particular number, but I will. And I will say for Marshfield to be successful here tonight, I believe Wisconsin Lutheran has got to be sub 60 on the scoreboard here tonight. Again, for the Vikings last night, Xavier Zenz, 22 points. Cager Knippel, 13 points. Yeah, that's right, older brother Con, Duke basketball player, Duke Blue Devil. Alex Green, 11 points for the Vikings last night. And again, they withstood 27 points from Mr. Basketball, Xavier Mitchell. But that was not enough as It was Tylen Lister with the ball in hand, final seconds, launched a three that would have beat the Vikings and put Oshkosh North in the state championship game. But that shot went off the front of the rim, and the Vikings hang on a 1-point win, 58-57 over Oshkosh North last night. And again for Marshfield, a 57-47 win last night, and they held off the Waunakee Warriors. 13 points from Jack Ellison last night. He, though, the only Warrior in double digits last night. Coach Chris Fisher very impressed, very grateful for his team's defensive effort last night. He and I spent some time after the press conference talking, and that's what he wanted to tell me about, is what a defensive effort from his guys last night. And offensively for the Tigers, Brooks Hinson, 18 points. Chris Pohl had 17. Landon Lee chipped in with 9 points last night. As they announced the starters for the Tigers, it looks like this for Marshfield here in this one. Chris Pohl, Joey Ketterer, Brooks Hinson, Landon Lee, and Valen Ramberg. That was the same 5 on the floor for the Tigers last night. For the Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings, Alex Green, he's going to be a handful down low, whoever draws that assignment. You may hear a lot of Chris Pohl defending against the 6'4" senior Alex Green. Cager Knippel, 6'8" sophomore. Isaiah Mellick, a 6'1" senior for the Vikings. And Ben Lang-Bartles, a 6'8" senior, and the 6'7" junior Xavier Zenz for Coach Ryan Walls and his Vikings. Again for Marshfield, Pohl, Ketterer, Hinson, Lee, and Ramberg for Coach Chris Fisher and his Tigers. Green, Knippel, Mellick, Lang-Bartles, and Zenz for the Ryan Walls coached Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings. And we are set for basketball here in this one, and we are underway as the Vikings take the opening tip, and off we go here from the Kohl Center in Madison, this Division I state championship game. First time for Marshfield in a state championship game since 1940. Yep, that's right, 85 years ago. Here are the Vikings working to my left. I stare right at the Wisconsin W. That stares right back properly up at me. Inside is Green. Green over the top of Pohl. I said that would be the matchup. It indeed is. Pohl tips it out, but Green will chase it down. Then the Vikings will start offensively again here on this first trip down. They are in their white. Blue stripe around the top of the shorts, red lettering and blue outlines on the front. Marshfield in their all blacks. Another missed shot from the Vikings, and it's going to be Ramberg knocking it out of bounds. It'll stay Lutheran basketball. That shot was a three-point attempt from Alex Green. Ball inbounded down low. Zenz comes away with it. Here's Green. Pohl follows him, low block. Ramberg gave some help, now kicked back out. Here's Zenz working around Hinson. No, Hinson good defense. Ramberg with the rebound. Zen's shot fell off the heel of the rim, and Ramberg picks up the rebound. Lee brings it across the timeline, and we see the Marshfield Tigers in their all blacks, tops and bottom. Red stripes down either side, shorts and shirt, orange numerals and letters. Numbers on the front and back of the shirts. Tigers on the front in orange for Marshfield. Hinson with it here on the near wing. Lee now up top, stands 30 feet from the basket. Green out on him. Lee will shoot over Green. Came up short, rebound pulled down by Isaiah Mellick. Mellick still with it, banged into by Lee and Ketterer. We play on. Now Mellick, after the ball jarred loose by Lee, gets his dribble back. Picks it up, hands off to Zen's near side. Here's Knippel now with Ketterer in tow. Knippel all the way across the lane. Green asks for it. Straight on three for Green is good. Alex Green hits the three-pointer. That starts our scoring here. We are 2 minutes in. This Division I state championship game. Getting Jason Zaleski here. Welcome aboard, everybody. Here's Valen Ramberg. Green followed him in the lane. Kick out now to Lee. Lee dribbles up top. Now Hinson with Knippel on the baseline, now backs it out, gives up to Pohl. Pohl circles it around now to Ramberg outside the three-point line. And now a dish inside from Lee to Hinson. Hinson missed right-hand layup from the left side, overlaid it. Vikings come away with it. Here's Zenz. Now Green on the near wing. Poked at by Hinson. Open three for Zenz, and he hit it. Xavier Zenz from the far wing drained a three, back-to-back three-pointers to start for the Vikings. They lead 6-0. We are 3 minutes in. Student section for the Vikings cheer defense as Marshfield plays in front of them to my right. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Marshfield basketball. And timeout on the floor. We will do the same. 6-0 Wisconsin Lutheran early. You're listening to Division I State Championship Basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
We're back with better halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
It is 6-0 Wisconsin Lutheran over Marshfield, 14:51 still to play here in the first half, coming out of a media timeout. Guys, she'll remember prom for the rest of her life. Make sure her prom flowers are the best of the best from Hefco Floral in Patriots Tower, downtown Marshfield. The Tigers will inbound after the ball was knocked free by the Vikings that set up that media timeout. Here's Pohl down low on Zenz. Last touched by Zenz. He knocked it out of bounds. Marshfield will inbound under their own basket from the first S in Wisconsin on this right baseline. Right, gang? 2 S's in Wisconsin. They're on the first S. Lee to inbound. In it comes to Hinson. Hinson Knippel on him. Now Ketterer swung around near side to Lee. Lee off a screen from Ramberg. Nothing doing there. Gets it back. Again, Tigers comfortable playing outside the arc. Lee from the W now puts the move on. Here's Pohl on the baseline. Pohl to the rack. No. Defense put on there by Alex Green. Green made sure Pohl had to change his trajectory at the rim. So now the Vikings with it. Riley Walls, 5 in white in the game for the first time here tonight. Green inside and fouled as Zenz got that ball inside by Landon Lee. A lane cut there by Zenz. He's fouled and he was in the act of shooting 2 free throws coming up for the 6'7" junior, Xavier Zenz. Set your sails and let the winds guide you to River Edge Golf Course for the return of the Friday Fish Buffet. Only 4 Fridays starting this coming Friday. That's 6 days on Friday. Cajun, broiled, deep fried, plus all the extras. The River Edge Buffet returns on Friday only for a limited time. Alex Green heads out. We see Kinston Knippel, 6'5" freshman in the game, so 2 Knippels on the floor. Here in this one, the other Knippel, the eldest Knippel, I should say. There are others. The eldest over at Duke. I believe they've got a basketball game tomorrow. Does that sound right? I've had trouble keeping up with all these tournaments. There's Hinson. Now Ketterer outside the lane. Stops at the G in the Big Ten inside the lane. Kicks out now to Pohl. Pohl traveled with it. He got an awkward pass as Ketterer didn't want to travel and drag the pivot foot. He lofted it over to Pohl, and Pohl had to reach. And by the time he was gathered, he dragged his pivot foot. Turnover, Tigers. Ball brought up by Mellick. Zenz over to Knippel on the right side. Now Zenz in the lane. He'll dish it back out. This one out to Kinston Knippel. And tapped out of bounds by Ramberg. Pass intended for Riley Walls. Back in comes Alex Green after a short breather. Out goes Isaiah Mellick. Zen's inbounds from the sideline. In it comes. Green now up top. Pole on him. I mentioned that would be the matchup. That is what has turned out to be the case. Here's a three on the way from Kinston Knippel. That off the mark. Pole with the rebound. 8-0 Wisconsin Lutheran. Two made free throws from Xavier Zenz, along with a three-pointer. Three-point basket also for Green. Those are the 8 for Wisconsin Lutheran. Marshfield yet to score. Under 13 to play. Here's Pole on the inside. Never mind that. He lays it in with the left hand, and the Tigers score 5 minutes into this one. 8-2 Lutheran with the ball. Walls will bring it up. Green up top with it. Looks and hands off to Zenz. Hinson follows. Zenz, though, inside now on Pole as Hinson got lost. Zenz on the follow, got it to go. Zenz thought he was fouled. He put it in anyway. He's got a quick 7, 10-2 Lutheran. Here's Lee dribbling in the lane. Now he'll kick out to Ramberg. Ramberg on the inside past Kinston, but fouled on the floor. It's going to be the first Wisconsin Lutheran foul of the game on Kinston Knippel. For expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Their team of professionals uses the latest technology to ensure your vehicle comes back to you looking like new. They provide free estimates and work with insurance. Make it easy for you at Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive on Marshfield's south side. Tigers miss on the shot after the inbound. Here's Green with it now, far corner. Now baseline drive Green. Pole followed him down there. Up top now with it is Mellick. Mellick will back it out. Looked at a screen from Green. Now takes it. Shoots. Three on the way. Good. Over Landon Lee. It was Isaiah Mellick taking the screen from Alex Green. He buries the three. That's the third three-pointer early first half for the Vikings. They lead 13-2. Here in this Division I boys basketball championship game. Pole foot inside the three-point line. He'll fire over Green and hit. In front of the Vikings bench, Chris Pole pulls up and hits. So he's got all 4 Marshfield points. Here's Kinston Knippel as he gets past Ramberg. And he'll have to give it back out. Zenz, ball on the floor. Hinson reached for it. Zenz comes away with it. Now far corner three for Mellick. That's no good. Hinson with the rebound. So Tigers survive an onslaught there from Lutheran. Ramberg, baseline drive. Kinston's got quick feet, cut it off. Ramberg duck under and layup is good. Ramberg kept the bounce alive after Kinston shut off the baseline drive. Got just above the low block on the far side and dipped under Kinston, and layup is good. Zenz calls the play, gets a screen from Green. Hinson ran into it. Here's Zenz at the lane, at the rim, and Ramberg blocked it. Back come the Tigers. Hinson on the run. Gives off now to Lee. Ramberg up top with it. Works inside on Zenz. Got lost there. Has to kick it back out to Lee. Good defense there, Xavier Zenz, as he backed up the Vikings defense. Here's Pole on the inside on the drive. Shot too strong, and we get a foul on the floor. This is going to be a Lutheran foul. Foul on the floor to be number 2 on the Vikings, and it is going to be Kinston Knippel. He's got both Lutheran fouls, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 10-12 left to play in the first half. Wisconsin Lutheran leads Marshfield 13-6 in this boys state championship basketball game. On Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Hi, I'm Big Clarence, and I'm so terrific that Mall Furniture decided to name their latest and greatest sale after me, Big Clarence. Sorry, Clarence, apparently you misunderstood. It's Mall Furniture's clearance sale. And right now the savings are phenomenal on all the top quality furniture at Mall Furniture's clearance sale. That's Mall Furniture's clearance sale.
Clarence!
That's clearance, Clarence.
Marshfield Pep Band playing during our timeout. They show Marshfield students on the Jumbotron. If you hear a little bit of noise in the background, that's what was happening there. 13-6 Wisconsin Lutheran. Marshfield will inbound. It'll be Lee on the second Wisconsin S, this side, near side of the Marshfield basket. Ball inbounded into Cam Kolstad in the game for the first time here tonight as Pohl takes it. Joey Ketterer takes a break for the Tigers. All others on the floor. Pohl, Hinson, Lee, Kolstad, and Ramberg. Your 5 on the floor in black. Tigers trail by 7, 9:50 here left in the first half. Here's Lee on the drive, and a charge is called. Lee came flying in, and taking the charge under the basket is Josiah Rice. Rice 11 in white in the game for the first time tonight, and Rice remains down after that contact. So Rice on the floor, basket waved off. Lee charged with the charge. That's his second foul. 9:47 to play, and I would suspect, we would suspect Lee's going to probably come off the floor here. As they're able to get Josiah Rice off the floor. He'll go take a seat on the bench, though. In the back end is Ben Langenbartels, and the Vikings inbound. Lee does stay on the floor with the 2 fouls. Coach Fisher assuming that second foul was more of an aberration on the offensive foul than anything indicative of a trend for his senior point guard, Landon Lee. It's the first quarter coming to an end. Here's Zenz. Hinson on him. Zenz tried to pass it through the lane. Lamberg bopped it, and Green on the top of the key hits a 3. Well, that ball got bopped in the air by Ramberg. It came loose to Green at the top of the key. He hit his second 3. Vikings lead by 10, 16-6. Ramberg got it stolen away by Green. Zenz comes away with it. First quarter has come to an end. 10-point Lutheran lead after 1 quarter here at the Kohl Center in Madison. This Division I state championship boys basketball game. Here's Zenz on the low block. Gets it back now from Green, and the reset. 3 Tigers surround Zenz. Now he kicks it back out to Mellick. And Mellick will reset the offense. Green with it now up top. Pohl steps out on him. Now Mellick. Lee fell down. Ball came loose, and it's a Tigers basketball. Here's Ramberg playing 1-on-3 as he rushes down the floor. Now kick out to Pohl. Kolstad, 3 on the way is good. Cam Kolstad in the transition. Ramberg passed it back out. Pohl swung it. And just left of center, Kolstad hit it. Big bucket there for the Tigers. Cam Kolstad had a nice game off the bench last night, as you saw in our pregame. And if you watched our highlights on Facebook, Kolstad, our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game last night, coming off the bench and getting very meaningful points, and does so here tonight. Lutheran turns it over. Hinson now will inbound in front of his own bench. Lee will walk it up. Maybe a spark here for the Tigers. Lee works on Riley Walls. Now Kolstad up top to Hinson. Pohl with it. Tigers again comfortable playing 25, 28 feet from the rim as they cycle the ball around the perimeter. Lee probing. Gives it to Hinson underneath, and the reverse layup for Brooks Hinson is good. First points tonight for Hinson. So Marshfield has scored 5 quick ones. They draw it to within 5, 16-11, 7:35 to play here in the first half. Again, fast-moving first half. Just the media timeouts have slowed us down. 3 on the other end from Riley Walls. He's a 5'11 sophomore, and that is good. So Walls answers back. Lee dribbling on Walls. Now Hinson, 3 in the corner, up and rattles in and out. Walls with the rebound. Walls quickly up ahead to Green in the far corner. Now Zenz tried to force it inside to Langenbartels. That did not work. Tigers come away with it. Tried to pass that ball over and almost through the interior Tigers defense in the lane. Here's Hinson now, speaking of the lane, in the lane. Gets it stolen away there by Cager Knippel. So Knippel the steal. Turnover right back the other way. Green again will start the offense from top of the circle. Now outside to Cager. Cager back to Green. Green pump fake. Pole didn't go for it. Now Green down to the low block. Takes Pole with him. Got it taken away. Ramberg with it. Tigers defense has been handsy here in the first half. Hinson brings it up near side, just across half court. Calls the play. Now ball swung far side. Now Lee down low to Hinson. Hinson works on Cager. Kick out, 3 on the way from Kolstad is good. Cam Kolstad hit another one. That one from the far corner in front of the Vikings bench. Coach Chris Fisher claps approvingly as Kolstad has come off the bench and has hit 2 threes in just the last 2 minutes of work. 5:50 to play here in the first. 5-point lead for Lutheran. Here's Zenz. Now Walls. Walls top of the circle. Now Green far wing. Zenz in front of the Tigers bench. Zenz makes his move in the lane and offensive foul. Yeah, he pushed off on Hinson as he came in the lane, and offensive foul Xavier Zenz. That's his first, team third. At Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning install, providing professional service to Stratford, Marshfield, and the surrounding areas. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. Timeout on the floor, Wisconsin Lutheran 19, Marshfield 14. You're listening to Division I State Championship Basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
19-14 Wisconsin Lutheran over Marshfield. Media timeout concluding now, 5:35 left to play in the first. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust at Infinity Exteriors. Lee crosses the timeline, 5:30 left in the half. Marshfield into the half court. Here's Lee, near wing. Still on the dribble. Lee now baseline. He turns, fires around Walls, and layup is good. Lee hit the gas pedal as he turned the corner on Walls. Now a steal from Lee. Tigers with the ball back once again. Here's Hinson now probing inside. Now works it back out to Lee. Lee will bring it between the circles. 3-point game, 5 to play here in the first. Lee again, same play. No, overlaid it, but ball tapped out. Hinson, 3 on the way. That rattled in and out. And Green will secure the rebound after Kolstad tipped it up in the air. Green comes down with it. So 2 chances there for the Tigers. Lee's layup a little strong. Hinson's 3-pointer rattled in and out. Again, Green distributes from the top. Now Zenz gets a screen from Green, and Hinson had to work around it. 3 on the way from Walls. That too strong. Kinston couldn't get the rebound, and off to Pole it comes. He grabs down the rebound. Cam Kolstad off the bench for Marshfield leads the Tigers in scoring with 6. Chris Pole has 4. 3 others with 2. Here's Lee, straight on 3. Book it! Landon Lee buries the 3 from outside the Wisconsin Badgers 3-point line. Straight on 3 for Lee, and we are tied at 19. 4:02 left in the first. Marshfield had trailed by 10. They are on a 13-3 run right now with under 4 to play in the first half. It was 16-6 not that long ago. Inside now to Cager. Cager turns over Kolstad and hits Cager Knippel. He's That's his first points tonight. And Xavier Zenz leads the Vikings in scoring with 7 here in the first half. Lee picks up his dribble. Now Hinson near wing. Pohl in rhythm. 3 on the way is good. Chris Pohl came from the far side, worked around the top of the circle, and in one motion took the pass from Hinson and delivers the 3. Tigers lead for the first time here tonight, 22-21. They are sticking with these Vikings here in the first half. Walls, far wing. Lee stands inside the high school three-point line. Now inside to Cager. Cager rises over Cam Kolstad. Second time Cager Knippel has scored over Kolstad in back-to-back possessions. Vikings reclaim a 1-point lead, 23-22. Under 2:50 left now in the first. Hinson dribbling, now picks it up. Lee now begins to work. He'll pull up for 3 over Walls, and Landon Lee hit another one. Lee's got 8. Tigers lead by 2. Lee and the Tigers beginning to find their stroke offensively. Again, just a few minutes ago, it was 16-6 Wisconsin Lutheran, 25-23 now Tigers. They have scored 19 in a hurry. Here is Kinston, 3 on the other end. That no good. Lee with the rebound. And Lee is fouled as Walls came out on the Wisconsin W. It looked like something you would do in a late game scenario where you had to foul the other team to get the clock stopped and put him on the free throw line. But he did it here with 2:05 left in the first half. Timeout on the floor. Marshfield with the lead, 25-23 over Wisconsin Lutheran. You're listening to Division I State Boys Basketball Championship game on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Good day, my name is Ken Hyman and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
(25-23) Marshfield with the lead. 2:05 left to play here in half number 1. Landon Lee has 8 for Marshfield. Xavier Zenz, 7 points for Wisconsin Lutheran. Marshfield on the inbound. Hinson will take it across the W into Landon Lee's hands. These two play catch up top across the Wisconsin W. Bounce to Lee. 2-1-2 zone defense here for the Vikings. Hinson works out of the trap. Ramberg distributes from up top. Hinson shoots over the top of the zone. No, and long Karam goes into the Vikings bench. It's going to be Wisconsin Lutheran basketball. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. Now accepting new patients at the Marshfield office. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. 1:30 left to play here in the first half. Zenz. Now Cager with it. Joey Ketterer back in the game for the Tigers. Here's Green. Pohl closes out on him as Green stands on the near side three-point line. Now Kinston bounces to brother Cager. Back to Kinston. 3 on the way, near wing. That off back iron, no good. Hinson with the rebound. Hinson will bring it up. It's Landon Lee getting a break for the time being. Under 1 to play here in the first half. So Ketterer came back, Lee will take a break. Probably those 2 fouls. Coach Chris Fisher not looking to get his senior point guard, his third foul in this half, so likely to sit the rest of the half. Here's Hinson. Hinson moves on Cager. Kick out. Ketterer all alone. Three, and buried it! Joey Ketterer hit the three from this near side. Tigers with their largest lead of the half. They lead by 5. 25 seconds left in the first. What an offensive explosion here for the Tigers in this game's second quarter. Zenz dribbling down low on Hinson, and Brooks fouled him. That's going to be the first on Brooks Hinson. It's just the third team foul, and the Vikings will inbound with 16.7 left to play. Far side under their own basket. Second Wisconsin S on that baseline. And in it comes to Zenz. Hinson right there with him. Now Kinston back to Green. Green on the far wing, got past Pull. Inside on Kolstad, and arms up in the air, but the whistle blows. And it's going to be a foul on the Tigers. Foul is going to come on Cam Kolstad. Mondays were made for Mac. Get to Nuts Deep in Marshfield for Mac Mondays and try one of the delicious Mac options. There's a whole menu of options at Nuts Deep in Marshfield. Hurry in, find your new favorite. 5 seconds left. Kinston, three is good. Kinston Knipple will send us to the halftime with a made three. And it's Marshfield with the halftime lead as they lead it 28-26 here in this Division I state championship game. Again, your halftime score, Marshfield 28 and Wisconsin Lutheran 26. Short break now, and first half stats on the other side of the break. Right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com. Founded in 2011, Marshfield Fast Pitch is a competitive fast-pitch softball club. Players range in age from 7 to 18 years old. They consist of girls from central Wisconsin and headquartered in Marshfield. Throughout the year, teams compete in tournaments locally, around the state, and nationally. During the winter, practices, lessons, and clinics are held at our indoor facility. Marshfield Fast Pitch specializes in player physical and mental development with the hopes of making a big impact on their team. Visit our website at marshfieldfastpitch.com.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we return here to the Kohl Center in Madison, 7:20 until we tip again in the second half. 28-26, Marshfield leads at the half over Wisconsin Lutheran. It was Lutheran a 16-6 lead through first quarter of play. In the second quarter of play here in this Division I state championship boys basketball game, Marshfield outscores 22-10 and they lead by 2 at the half. We'll go through first half scoring. First for Wisconsin Lutheran, and the Vikings are led in scoring by Xavier Zenz. And Zenz, those 7 points essentially came in the first 4 or 5 minutes of play, and Zenz have been quiet since then, much to do with the defense of Marshfield senior Brooks Hinson. 6 points in the half for Alex Green. Cager Knippel with 4. 3 points for Isaiah Mellick. 3 points for Kinston Knippel. He hit the 3-pointer before our halftime buzzer. And Ryan Walls with a made 3-pointer. He has 3. Those are the 26 points for the Vikings, where they are 9 of 8 from the floor in the first half. That is an even 50%, and are 2 of 2 from the free throw line. For the Marshfield Tigers, Landon Lee with 8 points. Camden Kolstad, a pair of 3-pointers. He's got 6. Chris Pohl with 7 points. Joey Ketterer with 3. And Brooks Hinson with 2. Valen Ramberg with 2. Marshfield also a near 50% shooting team from the floor. 11 of 20, that's 55%. And did not shoot a free throw in the first half. Marshfield from distance is 6 of 11 from outside. And as I look at Wisconsin Lutheran, they are 6 of 12, so both teams making 6 3-pointers in the first half. And again, 28-26, your halftime score. Just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing, siding, windows, doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. Halftime coverage also brought to us tonight by Brown's Bar, Woodfield Inn and Suites, Rem's Funeral Home, and G&D Wood Products. We'll give you some more information as our halftime coverage continues here on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com in just one moment.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wietrich family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Uncle Mitten wants you to ride into huge savings this tax season.
With up to 76% off furniture and Mittens pays the tax, you honestly can't miss this sale.
We're your one-stop shop for all your favorite brands of appliances.
Get the latest sleep technology for your best night's rest.
And save the tax. Mittens Furniture, Appliances, and Mattresses is dedicated to stretch your dollars further this tax season in downtown Marshfield.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Halftime continues, 2:45 left before the second half begins. Jason Zaleski here. Welcome and thank you for listening, everybody. We do really appreciate it. Full color video highlights coming tomorrow on Facebook. You'll see them first on Zaleski Sports on Facebook. Again, for Wisconsin Lutheran, they are paced by Xavier Zenz. He has 7. And for the Marshfield Tigers, they are led by Landon Lee, 8 points for Lee, 7 for Zenz. As we take a look at action that happened earlier today, starting in Division 5, it was a 60-54 win for Cochrane Fountain City over Sheboygan Lutheran. 74-45, Aquinas claims the Division 4 title over Bondwell. 57-54, Milwaukee Academy of Science. The Novas are Division III champions as they take care of Freedom. And in Division II, first ever, and that was the first ever title for Milwaukee Academy of Science and the first ever title for Wauwatosa West in Division II as they beat Racine Park 60-57. 28-26, second half will begin. And when we continue right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Back to the Kohl Center in Madison as the halftime horn will sound. There it is. That's called hitting the post, folks. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today. Visit them on North Central Avenue at brockanddecker.com. Yeah, my old radio days. Still applies today, though, right? 28-26, Marshfield leads Wisconsin Lutheran. And the ball is put into play. Ketterer into Lee, and the second half is underway. As the Vikings start in his own, here's Ketterer shooting over the top of it. He's fouled. Isaiah Mellick collapsed Joey Ketterer on his three-point shot, and we've got three free throws coming up for Joey Ketterer from the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. I was dissecting the Lutheran zone defense, and ball passed over the top here to this near corner. Ketterer let loose on a three, and he was fouled by Isaiah Mellick. Misses the first free throw, though, does Ketterer. 3 points in the first half for Joey. Second free throw here is up and good. It's time to Shamrock. Shamrock Shakes are now available at McDonald's, and filet of fish are 2 for $6 during Lent. Stop in today at your nearest McDonald's restaurant. And Ketterer goes 2 of 3 on the three-point basket foul. Marshfield leads by 4, 15 seconds into the second half. Zenz bounces it to Green, top of the circle. Now here goes Knippel on the drive. He'll kick it back out to Green. One Knippel on the floor for the time being. That's Cager. Cager with it now. Ketterer on him. Now outside, Green will launch a three over Pole. Hit back iron, no good. Ball into the hands of Ramberg. Up ahead, now to Pole. Pole on the loose and missed the dunk. Did Chris Pole. Landon Lee, though, there to scoop it up. Fortunate for the Tigers on the missed dunk from Pole. It was a 2-on-none fast break. Here's Lee out now to Pole. Pole will rise from three. That just off a back iron. Missed by about a quarter inch, and it's Mellick that comes away with the rebound for the Vikings. Interesting trip down there for the Tigers as Marshfield works right to left. Again, it was Pole and Lee on a 2-on-none fast break, but Pole missed the dunk. Inside touch now for Zenz. Zenz backs off Hinson. Brought the arm around and hit the layup as he swung his arm in front of Brooks. Brooks backed up just a bit, didn't want to get popped in the nose, presumably, and Zenz hits on the layup. Hinson and Lee pass over the top of the 1-3-1 zone is my best dissection of it. That is what it looks like, though, to me. Here's Lee now probing. Ketterer on the outside will dribble it back up top and bounced over to Lee. Lee skips it up top to Hinson. Now Pohl in front of the bench, launches a three. That too strong. Ramberg, though, picks it up. After the air ball from Pohl, Ramberg in the right spot at the right time. Hinson now directs traffic from up top. Under 16 to play here in this Division I state championship game. Pohl stuck in the corner and got it stolen away by Zenz. Zenz brings it across the Wisconsin W. Tigers looking for the long passes there, and Zenz finally caught up with one, but now we've got an offensive foul called on Isaiah Mellick as he bowled over Landon Lee in the lane.
Vikings foul number 4, Isaiah Mellick, his second, and the second team foul.
15:35 and counting as Landon Lee brings it up to the Wisconsin W. Now Hinson across the timeline. Tigers looking for openings in the corners to get past this 1-3-1 Lutheran trapping zone. Here's Ketterer in the corner. Three is good! Near side corner three for Joey Ketterer. And that's what you got to do to shake loose of that 1-3-1 zone. Ketterer hit the three. He's got 8. He joins Landon Lee with 8. Xavier Zenz leads all scorers with 9. Here's Green in the lane. Dish down low to Mellick. Oh, what a pass there from Green as he found Isaiah Mellick cutting on the near side of the baseline towards the rim, and Mellick, the layup is good. Marshfield holds on to a 3-point lead, 33-30. Again, the top of that 1-3-1 zone is manned by Ben Langbartles, and the Tigers pass right over the top of Langbartles. Now Pohl in front of the bench. He hit a three from the far corner. Tigers are finding the corners. I said it just a minute ago. That's where you've got to attack that 1-3-1 down those back corners, and the Tigers have done so successfully the last couple of times down. They lead by 6. Here's Green in the lane, stops. Now kick out to Langbartles. Langbartles, I should say, kicks it back out. Zenz looks inside for Cager. Cager works on Ketterer, and the shot too strong. Putback isn't there. Cager's putback is. It was a tap by Langbartles that was off the mark, and then Cager Knippel tipped it back in. He started the miss. Langbartles' tip didn't go, but Cager's does. Under 14 to play. Again, the Tigers continue to pass over the top or under Langbartles on the bounce, now given away to Green. Vikings get the steal. That's what the 1-3-1 zone, though, will do, especially that on those trapping sides. It's meant to create those turnovers. Here's Green. Green now works inside on Pohl, just outside the low block. Now inside the lane. Green bangs. Now outside to Langbartles. Langbartles in the lane. Bodies falling. Langbartles hits. Ramberg may have went down on his own, and Langbartles took advantage of it with the layup. Hinson over to Lee. Ramberg sets a screen to Langbartles. Hinson waves him off. And Hinson and Lee continue to pass back and forth. Now Pohl, kick out, wing three, far side, Lee, splash! Landon Lee on the crisp passing. Hinson to Lee to Pohl, back to Lee. He was open on the far wing and nailed it. Lee's got 11. Tigers lead it by 5, under 13 to play. And neither team called a timeout in the first half. It was all media timeouts. Same story now. Here's Cager on the low block, passes across to Langbartles, and are we going to get a foul? We are. Foul's going to be called on Chris Pohl. That'll be his first, and he says, I don't understand what I did wrong. The next time you shop insurance, call Brad Krecklau and Ian Pierce, your full-service rural mutual agents in Marshfield. That's Brad Krecklau, Ian Pierce at Rural Mutual of Marshfield. As I thought they were going to show the replay of the foul. Instead, they showed a different one. So never mind all that. It's 39-34. Marshfield over Wisconsin Lutheran on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right. Over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
It's easy.
come to R&R Flooring Furniture today. That's all it takes.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Chris Pohl called with the foul that sent us to the media timeout on the reach. And as he brought both hands down on top of the arms of Lang Bartles, so all right, fair enough. Fair enough. Lutheran with the ball on the inbound. Up top with it now to Walls. Lucas, LeKing, Lexi all checking in on the YouTube chat. If you're watching or listening on the mobile device, you can chat with me. I'm up here solo, so I won't be able to respond to you, but we'll see what transpires. Here's Zenz on the inside. He works around Pohl, and the right-handed layup for Xavier Zenz is good. He got in deep on Pohl. Pohl didn't want to pick up another quick foul, and he didn't let him by, but just realized sometimes you just get beat. Ketterer, man-to-man defense now for the Vikings as they retreat out of the 1-3-1. Here's Lee. He'll pull up over the top of Walls. Three-pointer too strong. And ball knocked out of bounds by Hinson. It's going to be Wisconsin Lutheran basketball. ShedsDelivered.com, your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See the display lots in Marshfield, Medford, Wisconsin Rapids. Get more info at ShedsDelivered.com. Walls will bring it across the timeline for the Vikings. 11:40 to play. 3-point Marshfield lead, 39-36. Pass down low now to Zenz. He had position and puts it up over Hinson. Back-to-back trips now for Xavier Zenz. He got inside the lane under that low block, and just a simple, easy 3-foot layup. Not going to miss those. Here's Lee. Lee now Ketterer on this near wing. And Tigers in their all-black jerseys, orange lettering and stripes down the sides. Play to my left. I look at the Wisconsin W straight on in front of me. Here's Lee now. Lee on the take. He blew past Walls and got the layup to go through. That hesitation from Landon Lee, his career at Marshfield has been a lot of that. If you've seen these Tigers play, he will somewhat lull you to sleep and then step on the gas and fire right past you, and he did it there to Walls. 13 points for Landon Lee. Here's Green, top of the circle. Now Walls wing this side. Hands off to Cager. Cager now. Cager defended there by Ketterer, has to give it off. Green now on the far wing. Cager comes out to collect on that far wing into brother now Kinston. Kinston baseline drive, and he's able to skip it to Zenz. Near corner three off the mark, no good. Ball bounced around, batted, and Wall's going to end up with it at the top of the circle. A couple of Tigers had to reach for it. It was Lutheran that knocked it out there, and we're going to get a blocking foul on Chris Pohl as Kinston Knippel baseline drive on the near side. Pohl was moving. Tigers fans are booing, but Chris Pohl was still moving. He was not set as Kinston came in, and he picks up the second. It is a timeout on the floor. 10-11 left to play in regulation. Marshfield 41, Wisconsin Lutheran 38 on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com. At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Marshfield Tigers pep band brings us back in. 10-11 to play coming out of the media timeout. Landon Lee with 13 points for the Tigers. Xavier Zenz with 13 for the Vikings. 10-11 left in the second, and the band takes a bow for the Tigers, the only pep band in the gym. There's been a couple others throughout the day, not many. I'll tell you, it wasn't that long ago every school brought the pep band with them. It's been for sure less than half here tonight, but Marshfield here, the pep band entertaining during the timeout. Vikings with the ball out of the media timeout, under 10 minutes to play. Bounced into Kinston. Kinston outside the circle. Zen circles around him. Kinston now with it. Now here's Mellick. Landon Lee in front of him. And the Vikings now play outside the three-point line. Cager with Ketterer there with him. Cager around the back, left side, off the backboard and good. Cager Knippel stepped on the gas, got around Ketterer, and the layup is good on the left side. 1 point game, 9:30 to play. This game's third quarter quickly coming to a close. Here's Lee. Lee probing on Mellick inside the lane, low block, right hand layup is good for Landon Lee. It's perpetual motion for Landon. Dribble, pivot, spin, backboard, layup, good. Here's Mellick now off to Zenz. Zenz again, Hinson there with him. Now Mellick in the lane, and we're going to get a blocking foul called on Landon Lee. That'll be his third, as the drive was started by Isaiah Mellick. Third team foul on the Tigers. 9:02 left to play, and they say that Isaiah Mellick was in the act of shooting. 2 free throws coming up for Isaiah. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact Next Step today. Mellick on the free throw and bounces all over the rim and through. 6th point of the game for Mellick. Alex Green comes in, out goes Riley Walls, so the Vikings send 5'11 Walls out, bring 6'4 Green in. And 6'4 Green, and probably somewhere around 250. I'm not good at guessing those things. You know, like the jar of jelly beans, and you're supposed to guess how many. Mellick, second free throw is good. I'll guess like 32, and there ends up being like 400 in there, so I don't trust me on these things. But somewhere around 250. Lee, far wing in front of the Tigers bench, picks up his dribble there. Now Hinson, top of the circle. Ketterer, near wing. Lee shows ball on Mellick and shakes him. Now kick out. Ketterer, 3 alone. In, and out. Oh, that had to be halfway down for Ketterer, but comes out. Vikings with the rebound. Chance here for Wisconsin Lutheran to take the lead with a made shot this time down. Here's Mellick on the drive. Right-handed layup, left side is good. And the Vikings lead 44-43. First lead in a long time for Wisconsin Lutheran. 28-26, Marshfield led at the half. Wisconsin Lutheran now leads 44-43. Here's Lee, 3 from the near wing, answers back. Does Landon Lee. He's got 18, and the Tigers retake the lead here with 8:05 to play. Mellick, laser inside to Zenz. Zenz again deep inside. Layup is too easy for Xavier Zenz. He's had 3 of those now in the second half where he's 3 feet from the rim. A simple pivot in the layup for Xavier Zenz one more time. He's got 15. Tied at 46, 7:40 to play. Ramberg, the defense lost Valen Ramberg, and Ramberg scores his 4th point. Back and forth we go, 7:30 left. 48-46 Marshfield. Here's Mellick, picks up his dribble, gets it back from Cager. Both Cager and Kinston Knippel on the floor. In it comes now to Cager, or towards him. Ketterer tips it away. He asked, did Cager touch that last? And the official says, no, you did. So it'll be Mellick to inbound on the second Wisconsin I, near side baseline. Into Green it comes. Zenz, open 3 on the wing. That was short, defended by Hinson. Hinson may have altered the trajectory of that shot, missed by Zenz. Here's Lee with it. Ketterer near wing. Tigers again comfortable playing around the perimeter. Ramberg now, underhand pass to Brooks. Brooks on Green, Inside now to Ketterer. Ketterer, though, will dribble it out to the three-point line. He could have chosen to take Kinston on the low block, brought it back out instead. Gets it now, does Ketterer, back to Lee. Tigers again pass the ball around the perimeter. Hinson in front of his own bench. He hit a deep three. Brooks Hinson lights it up. His first points of the half. He's got 5. Marshfield leads by 5. 6:30 to play. Tense moments ahead in this one, it seems. Here's Mellick. Drives in, and Lee swiped it away. Steal for Landon Lee. As Mellick turned the corner baseline, Lee took it away from him. Mellick had the dribble but faced up on Lee, and Lee just reached in and took it. Here's Cutter. Hinson cutting off the backboard, too strong over Cager. It's a crafty pass from Lee, but Hinson not able to get it to go. Inside they come to Green. Green works on Pole, shot up off the backboard and good. That time we saw the big frame of Alex Green able to bounce Pole out of the lane. And the layup is good. We get a timeout. Wisconsin Lutheran calls it. Marshfield leads it 51-48, 5:52 to play in this Division I state championship game on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day. Out of the Vikings timeout, Marshfield with the ball in their half court. Here's Lee inside Ramberg, low block. He got it dug out by Isaiah Mellick. Well, Ramberg brought the ball down low and Mellick ripped it away. Now Green top of the circle. Vikings trail by 3, 5:15 to play with the ball. Here's Green again, bangs into Pole. Pole takes him, though, into the inside of the lane and kicked back out. Here's Cager, baseline drive, and layup is good. He took Ketterer to the hole and hit it. Under 5 to play. Marshfield 51, Wisconsin Lutheran 50. I said a minute and a half ago, tense moments ahead. I think we're there. I think we have arrived at tense. Ketterer looking for a passing partner. He picked up his dribble in front of the Tigers bench, couldn't find one, and has to pull the trigger on a timeout. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. Marshfield calls the timeout. Give us a chance to go through Tigers scoring here through 31 minutes of basketball. Yep, 31, 4:44 to play. I think I'm pretty close on that. It is Landon Lee leading the Tigers with 18. Chris Pole has 10. 8 points for Joey Ketterer, 6 points for Cam Kolstad. Brooks Hinson with 5, and Val Ramberg with 4. For the Wisconsin Valley Lutheran Vikings, Xavier Zenz with 15 points. Cager Knippel has 10. Isaiah Mellick with 9, Alex Green with 8, Kinston Knippel 3, Ryan Walls 3, and Ben Langbartles with 2. Tigers out of the timeout. Landon Lee on the dribble. Now Hinson. Hinson dribbles just on the opposite side of the Wisconsin W for me. Now comes this side to Lee. Lee dribbles and look to change pace there. That ball knocked out of bounds by Mellick, and the Tigers will inbound after a media timeout. 4:22 to play. Tigers lead 51-50 over the Vikings on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Northwoods Windows has been helping homeowners all over central and northern Wisconsin with replacement windows, patio entry doors, and more. We've done installations in over 10,000 homes, including cottages, churches, and businesses. Our installers are trained, experienced professionals, and we're an authorized dealer of home improvement products from some of the top manufacturers. We offer free in-home consultations, no pressure sales, honest pricing, and a job well done. Contact Northwood Windows today and see why you should choose us.
Tigers take the timeout as Ketterer picked up his dribble in front of the Tigers bench and couldn't find a passing partner, and alertly, accurately calls the timeout. We are in that timeout now with 4:22 to play. Marshfield 51, Wisconsin Lutheran 50. Brad and Carrie Lenz of Rice's More Than Floors, representing the Marshfield community, are here in the Kohl Center to cheer on the Tigers tonight. I shook hands with Brad before the game, as a matter of fact. The Rice's More Than Floors greatness shines bright through community support. Quality paint, quality window treatments, and quality flooring are the greatness you can count on to shine bright in your home. Visit Rice's More Than Floors in Marshfield to get quality done right. Pohl, Ketterer, Hinson, Lee, Ramberg on the floor for the Tigers. Green, Knippel, Melick, Knippel, and Zenz on the floor for the Vikings as Lee inbounds to Hinson. And he gets it back top of the circle. Lee with it, dribbles on Melick and shoots over the top of Green and high off the glass. And the layup, or the bank shot I should say, on the pull-up jumper from Landon Lee is good. He's got 20. Big game here for Landon Lee. Here's a three on the backside for the Vikings. Zenz couldn't hit it. And Lee a rebound. Landon Lee doing it all on the floor here in his last game as a senior for these Marshfield Tigers. Hinson and Lee again. Passing back and forth. Now Lee dribbles on Melick. Far side, gets around him. Another one high off the glass. Landon Lee did it again. Floating magic from Lee. 22 for Landon. Tigers lead by 5, under 3.5 to play. Down the stretch we come. Tigers haven't been in a state championship game since 1940. Wisconsin Lutheran won the Division II title a year ago. Into Green. Green over Ramberg. Layup is good. Big Alex Green making big shots here in this state championship game. And Wisconsin Lutheran here as a byproduct of performance factor. Division II last year, but due to success in Division II, they play in Division I in the state tournament. There's Lee on the far side, 40 feet from the basket. Ramberg comes out, Green right on him. Ramberg underhand pass to Lee. Lee just outside, near side here of this Wisconsin W, now dribbles across it. Hinson meets him on the far side to get it. Now Tigers, again, they are pushed back 40 feet from the basket. 3-point game, 2.5 to play. Coach Wall's likely familiar with what these Tigers can do in a late game scenario with wasting the clock, and the Tigers are doing it right now. Hinson with it in the W, backs up. Cager out on him, bounces it to Lee, and we're going to get a foul. And it's just going to be the third team foul on the Vikings. Coach Ryan Wall's in a bit of a conundrum here. He's got 3 more fouls to give, 2:13 to play, and he trails by 3. So the chess movement happening now is, again, Coach Fisher has gone with essentially a modern-day version of the 4 corners. We get a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here to tell you that Hiller's True Value is Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Check out current promotions. Get great deals on Milwaukee tools today from the people you depend on. Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. Again, Division I state championship game. 2:13 to play, 55-52. Marshfield leads Wisconsin Lutheran. And again, the Vikings 3 team fouls. They've got to foul Marshfield 4 more times to send the Tigers to the free throw line. Still, though, with 2:13 to play, they're going to play tough defense, but eventually, and we just saw a foul there that was a planned foul called by Vikings head coach Ryan Walls. That was, all right, get out and foul him, let's stop this clock here, and we'll get a media timeout, get a free timeout out of it, and we'll come here and let's draw something up here about how we're going to handle, again, what I'm calling it a modern-day 4 corners offense. We saw Marshfield. We've seen Marshfield run this a lot. If you've seen the Tigers play, they get under 4 to play, and they're going to force you to send them to the free throw line. They're going to risk a turnover, but that risk reward for Coach Fisher is he believes he'll get more free throws than he will giving the other team points in this late game dribble it out kind of scenario. Tigers 2-13 away from a state championship in Division I. Media timeout is over. Hinson will take it in the backcourt. He will dribble it backwards inside the Vikings free throw line. Again, just an effort to continue to wear out the clock. Comes now across the half-court line and heads it back out to Lee. So there, I saw it anyway. Hinson got inside the three-point line and then threw the pass back towards the half-court line to Lee. Tigers in no mood to look at the rim. Hinson just did it again. Back out to Lee. 1:45 left, and we get a foul from Josiah Rice. That is team foul number 4. And again, the Vikings are going to have to foul the Tigers 3 more times. 1:48 to play to get the Tigers to the free throw line. And where the Tigers, should that scenario present itself, would have an opportunity to make a 2-possession game out of it. Pass again, thrown all the way in the backcourt. Hinson dribbles it there, and now brought across by Lee. So just in that movement, the Tigers able to take 10 seconds off the clock, and now we get another foul on Rice. That's team foul number 5, 1:39 to play. Never in my life did I have such fun doing play-by-play on a dribbling and passing exercise, but that's what this has come to. And now it comes to Hinson. Hinson bangs Cager a couple times. Now back up top to Lee. 1:30 left in this championship game. Lee over to Pohl. Pohl far side of the lane. He'll dribble back out to the three-point line. Tigers get the ball inside the three-point line, and they dribble it back out, but here's the Vikings on the turnover. Cager caused it. And again, that's the risk reward. Down to Zenz. Layup is good. 1-point game. Tigers dribbled that, and they took about a minute and a half off the clock, dribbling, passing, in between the fouls, dribbling, passing, another foul. But eventually the Vikings get the best of it as they get the turnover as Cager Knippel tipped it up, and it was Josiah Rice with it. They find Xavier Zenz down low for his 17th point. And with 1:13 to play, Marshfield 55, Wisconsin Lutheran 54 on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com. With more winter snow on the way, make your way to Chili Implement. Chili Implement, located conveniently between Marshfield and Chili, just north of Highway 10, is ready to help you make snow removal easier. Visit Chili Implement and see how their complete selection of Kubota and Cub Cadet snow removal machines will simplify your winter. Chili Implement open Monday through Saturday for sales, service, and parts. Chili Implement will also help you finance your next purchase. You can also see more at chiliimplement.com. Tigers playing with fire on that stall offense. They are particularly good at it, but we saw that a couple times last night against Waunakee, giving up a turnover on the stall technique, and now able to erase a minute in about a minute 20 off the clock through all the passing, dribbling, and fouls, but they get burned as Lutheran gets the steal. Zenz with the layup. Now Wisconsin Lutheran comes out of the timeout. They pick up full court defense as the ball passed inside to Hinson. Now Lee will bring it up as he and Hinson play catch in the backcourt. Now Hinson brings it across the timeline. He gets trapped in the corner. Tigers going to have to call another timeout, and they do. 1:02 to play. Our score remains Marshfield 55, Wisconsin Lutheran 54 on Zaleski Sports.
We're back with better halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
And back we come to the Kohl Center in Madison. 1:02 left in regulation. I say that with a little extra emphasis because we had overtime in Division II prior to this game. So in regulation, 1:02 to play. 55-54. Hinson got stuck in the trap, had to use a timeout. Marshfield's got 2 timeouts left, so does Lutheran. Tigers get the ball into Ramberg. Ramberg dribbles to the Wisconsin double. He got it stolen away by Green. Here come the Vikings, under a minute to play. Rice on the drive, cut off there by Ramberg. Wisconsin Lutheran can take the lead this time down. Zenz is fouled by Hinson with 47 seconds to play, and that'll be the 4th team foul on the Tigers, 2nd on Brooks Hinson. So Tigers in no real foul trouble. Lee's got 3, but he's had 3 for most of the second half. No issue there. Anybody else with any type of fouls to talk about for the Tigers have 2. As Ramberg comes out and Cam Kolstad comes in, defensive substitution for the Tigers. In it comes to Green, clock winds with 45 seconds left. Vikings now, perhaps, they hold for final shot and attempt to win it at the buzzer. Here's Zenz, inside, and one for Xavier Zenz. Zenz on the drive, down the lane, flying, cutting, knifing through the Tigers defense, and he hits the layup as he got fouled by Brooks Hinson. Kolstad and Pohl were the nearest defenders there, but he got past Hinson, and Hinson reached at the end and fouled him, and the Vikings take a 56-55 lead with 36 seconds to play. Kolstad goes out, Ramberg comes in for Tigers offense. BBD Sports Shop, your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford, or online at BigBearDown.com. Zenz misses on the free throw, Hinson with the rebound. Tigers trail by 1 with the ball. They will not be stalling now, or at least not for much. Fans come to their feet in the Kohl Center, looking for magic in this state championship game. Hinson holds at the W and calls the timeout with 18 seconds left. We will take our last timeout here in regulation. Tigers will have a chance to win it, perhaps at the buzzer, right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
18 seconds to play in this 2025 Division I state championship game. Wisconsin Lutheran 56, Marshfield 55. Again, 18.1. Marshfield coming out of a timeout. And where do you look if you're Marshfield? Well, you're asking my opinion. I'll give you the answer. You look to the seniors, Brooks Hinson and Landon Lee. Brooks with just 5 points tonight, but he has hit clutch threes all 4 years as a Marshfield Tiger. Landon Lee with 22 points. He has hit many shots here tonight and throughout his career. It'll be Hinson to inbound in front of the Tigers bench. Timeout comes to an end. Ball bounced to Hinson by our official. He throws into Lee in the backcourt. Clock winds. 15 seconds. Ketterer near side. At the W is Lee. Lee begins his dribble. 10 seconds. Tigers put the offense in motion. 7 seconds. Lee still with it and got it stolen away by Rice. Josiah Rice stole it with 3 seconds left. Marshfield fouls, and it's team foul number 5. Are they saying intentional foul? No. Okay, team foul number 6. So Marshfield with its 6th team foul. Has there been a timeout on the floor? The Vikings are huddling in front of their bench. The official waves that off. 3 seconds left to play. Marshfield will need to foul again to put Wisconsin Lutheran to the free throw line, but only 3 seconds to use. I said Marshfield would have to keep Wisconsin Lutheran under 60. They have done that. And Wisconsin Lutheran will call the timeout. I will keep it here for the full timeout. We talked about this in the pregame, right, gang? It was Wisconsin Lutheran. Oshkosh North yesterday held the Vikings to their season low at 58. In my pregame commentary, I said Marshfield likely had to keep the Vikings under 60 in this one. Well, they have done that. We sit at 56 now. But the Marshfield stall offense, the Vikings able to withstand it. They're able to get 3 turnovers out of it. And a turnover now as Marshfield put the offense into motion at the 10-second mark, looking to hold and get that final shot here and a chance to win it at the buzzer. And it was the 6-foot senior Josiah Rice stealing it from Landon Lee and perhaps securing another state championship for the Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings. Marshfield had 55 points, but you have to wonder if in the game's final 3 minutes, if they weren't taking time off the clock, would more points have been scored? But then the counter to that is, well, sure, then Wisconsin Lutheran could have scored more. So we can debate that at a later time. But in the here and now, it is going to be Wisconsin Lutheran inbounding under the Marshfield basket. The Tigers will look to foul quick and send Wisconsin Lutheran to the free throw line. It would be foul number 7 if they can get it in the next 3 point some odd seconds, or less than for sure. Cager to inbound. Pohl interrupts the inbound. Now Cager flips it in, and we're going to get a foul as the ball came in. The ball was bouncing. Tigers rushed to it, but somebody held somebody, and it was Hinson holding Zenz. So as Cager flipped that ball up, it had to be chased down by Xavier Zenz, but it had to be chased down because Brooks Hinson had his arm wrapped around his waist. So Zenz to the free throw line. That it didn't take any time off the clock because the clock didn't start because the ball was not put in play. Zenz misses the free throw, and we got a whistle down low. It's going to be timeout Marshfield. So that rebound took a half a second, and there are 2.9 seconds left. Marshfield still with life in this Division I state championship game as Zenz missed the free throw. Pohl skied for the rebound on the far side of the rim, and Tigers still with a chance. There's an old poker term. I actually talked to somebody else. I'll leave the names out to protect the innocent, but I talked about this with somebody earlier here in the arena. If you've got a chip in a chair, you've got a chance. That's an old poker term. But here are the Marshfield Tigers. They've got a chip in a chair. They've got a chance as they trail by 1. 2.9 seconds left. Depending on where they're able to inbound, they will inbound from under the Wisconsin Lutheran basket, but depending on how the inbound comes in, chance for a couple of dribbles and maybe a chance for a quality shot for Marshfield. I said with 6 minutes left, tense moments ahead. With 3 minutes left, I said we're there. We are intense, and we are still in it. What a game here tonight. For all the marbles, Coach Chris Fisher has talked at length all season about getting to spend one more day with his guys, and he told us in the post-game presser last night that the one more game is really good because it's a state championship game. Ketterer will inbound. Hinson stands, and it's going to be a baseball pass coming down towards Pohl. Pohl tipped around. Green will get it. Alex Green with it. He is fouled with 1.3 seconds left. That ball was tipped near the Marshfield free throw line, but no Tiger was able to corral it. It went off of Pohl's hand, and as it tipped off the top of Chris Pohl's fingertips, it went right into the arms of Alex Green. And now Green will come down and shoot a 1-and-1. Ketterer's baseball pass went from the baseline all the way to the opposite end of the court beyond the Marshfield free throw line. It was a great baseball pass, just no Tiger able to find it. Here's Green on the free throw, and it's good. 2-point game. 1.3 seconds remain. And we're going to get a late substitution here, perhaps from Coach Fisher. Maybe. Green, free throw, up, and no good. And the ball is rebounded by Xavier Zenz. The clock hits 0, and this one has come to an end. Your 2025 Division I state champions are the Wisconsin Lutheran Vikings. 57-55, your final score. That is a final here from the Kohl Center, and that puts a wrap on the 2025 WIAA state championships. We crowned 5 champions today. Started with Cochrane Fountain City in Division 5, Aquinas in Division 4, Milwaukee Academy of Science in Division 3, Wauwatosa West in Division 2, and just moments ago, Wisconsin Lutheran in Division 1. And again, one last time here from the Kohl Center, your final score, Wisconsin Lutheran 57, Marshfield 55. Jason Zaleski here telling you again, full video color highlights on tomorrow on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. Have a great night, and we will talk to you again next week.